Hello YouTube world, Mac Daddy 1911A1 here with the Shade Tree Survivalists. I guess this is sort of an unboxing even though I've already got it all laid out. This is my Brownells Armorer's Service Kit for 1911 45 Auto or 1911 Auto. This is what I've been waiting on. It actually got here Monday, and of course I was on the road. Couldn't make it home during the week, even though this damn new run I'm on supposedly was supposed to do that. It didn't work out for me this week. But I wanted to bring to you guys all the different tools and so forth that I got for working on a 1911 45 1911 handgun. And it doesn't look like much. Now this is not everything. These are only the tools here. I've got the parts over here to the left. I'll show you guys those in a minute. I just want to lay out exactly what I got. So from your right to your left, we've got a magnet tip screwdriver, bit driver, and then we've got a selection of bits that are the standard bits for a 1911 handgun, including this particular one here in the center. That one there is for driving and removing the grip bushings out of the 1911 and or a Beretta 92 of all things. So you can, that's what the screws for your grip panels screw into, the grip bushings. And I've needed one of these for my stainless steel 1911, and I'm going to replace the grip bushings in the original Colt 1911 eventually, so I will need that. In addition, I'll go ahead and set this over here with it. This tool is the grip bushing staking tool, and you use it to stake those grip bushings so they don't come out when you take the screws for the grip panels out. This here, I had to read the directions. I don't know why I should have looked it up in the book, but this here smooths out the lugs in the slide. So an old gun, the lugs are a little dinged up and dented up. This is a tool designed for that, to smooth them out. You use wet and dry sandpaper here, and this little piece clips the paper in place, and you put it through the front of the slide and you use it to smooth it out. Then of course you've got the brass and nylon Brownells little hammer, a grip bushing, or excuse me, a barrel bushing removal tool. This end does 45 and the 50 Beowulf bushings, and this does the 40 cal to 9mm on this side. But if it's real tightly fitted and it's real hard to get out, which none of mine are, but if I ever run across it, I've got the tool to take it out. This is a bench block to support the gun while you're disassembling it and to capture your pins when you push them out. This is the front sight staker, okay? It has a cut into it, okay? And this machine, you just slide it in, okay? But the old style have a hole through the slide, and you have to put the tinion in it from the front sight, and then you have to have a way to get around, to get down in there and get around it in order to mash it flat from the inside, okay? That's what this tool here is designed for. This here is the firing pin punch, as well as the extractor tool. This is what you use to take the extractor out if it's tightly fitted, and this pushes the firing pin in so you can take the base plate, I can't remember what you call the damn thing, that holds the firing pin and the extractor in. This is the tool you can use for that. This little doohickey-rooney here is what you take the stirrup from your trigger if it's got a kink or anything in it. And this thing here, you can adjust it so that there's no bends in it. It's not dragging inside the channel or touching the magazine. This thing right here is what you use to form the bow, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. All right, this is my new medium trigger. This is going to go into Colt Combat Unit before we do the gauntlet test, and I can custom fit it using this thing here, as well as the old 1911, the original 1911 that's 100 years old. There is a bend, a slight kink warped spot in it, and I'll be able to straighten it out and reuse that original trigger, I would imagine. These here are the push pins. Okay, these pusher pins that hold the let me see, the sear in place, and oh my god, what else is in there? I can't remember right off. My brain just is not working. But anyway, these here, you can use them as slave pins. When you reassemble it, you can hold the pieces in place and then take the correct pin and push this out, and it'll just guide the correct pin into the hole, and this will have it all lined up perfectly. This tool here is designed to push out the mainspring housing pin, and we're talking about this pin here at the base of the pistol that holds the mainspring in. It's made so it'll go right into the little divot and it doesn't damage it. Okay. This here is a safety plunger depressor tool. When you go to take the thumb safety out, getting that damn thing pushed in is a nightmare in order to get it to come out where it doesn't jump out of the way. This tool here is designed to help you do that, where you don't lose anything, don't scratch the gun up, destroy the gun, whatever the case may be. But this is what we really need right here. This is the plunging tube staking tool. Alright. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, here is the 100-year-old Colt. But you can see here, well, let me do this. I will disassemble it right quick. You can see that the plunger tube is missing. You see these two holes right here, they're empty. The plunger tube is missing. We got to replace that. This tool here, this kit, is designed to replace that, and so your gun is squared away. Without that plunger tube, this tends to come out, and this tends to come out. Okay, so we gotta get that put in. There it is. There's a little bitty tiny piece right here. That's what we've been waiting on. That's the plunger tube. That's what's been missing. But that ain't it, and that ain't all. All the pins were missing. So we got a brand new set of pins. Every single pin that goes in a 1911. For the hammer strut, the barrel link, all that. The plungers, the upper and lower part for the mainspring housing, and so forth. Alright, that's all the pins with the exception of one. Okay, and it's hard to see it because it's all black. This part is what we need to keep the gun from coming apart. Brand new slide lock. Okay, brand new slide lock. Isn't that a beautiful thing? This is a factory plus. Now, ladies and gentlemen, it probably is not like the original. No doubt about it. As far as its exact design and so forth, it probably is not. Let me see if I can get this thing lined up. Alright, we got it in there. Move that baby back down there. Boom. But it does look better. Does look a hell of a lot better. I mean to damn tell you. So that piece is already in there. You can see this hole is empty. This hole behind here is empty. That's what these pins are for. Okay? And these two tools down here, that's what they're designed to do. You push them in there after you get your parts positioned, push them through to hold them, then take your pins and just push these out of the way from left to right, and bam, you got your pins in there. Only thing is, I haven't decided whether I'm going to go ahead and try to blue it before I put the plunger tube on it or not. You guys let me know what you think. But you can see the front side has been beat all to hell. And we're going to try it. We're going to see how it shoots, and if we have to, we'll go ahead and replace the front side and the rear side and be done with it. But yeah, slowly but surely, ladies and gentlemen, there's some more parts we're going to need, of course, but slowly but surely we are going to get her done. And yeah, I got the mainspring pin right there, right by the side of my thumb. That's the pin that's missing here. So yeah, we got all the pins. We got the new trigger for the Colt Combat unit. The plunger tube to replace that, which the pin kit has the front and back plungers. Right there by my thumb are both of them. There and there. And they'll go into tube, and then there's spring. And we're going to reuse the springs from old 1911 until I have the money to buy a new one. But that is all the tools I got. That is all the parts I've got. And there was something else, these boogers here. And you know what? I'm not really 100% sure what these damn things are for, but they're hardened plastic, and I guess they're for knocking stuff loose and without marring or scratching it. It just doesn't say on them one way or the other, so I'm not 100% sure, but I got them. And when I know, I'll damn sure use them for what they're used for. But that baby right there will help me get the trigger bow squared away for the Colt Combat unit. And I'm hoping it'll fit, but it's got an adjustment at the base. Let's take this booger out of here. How about that? Let us take this booger out of there. Try not to drop it. Don't want to damage it. Yeah, you can adjust it by whittling or filing this pin here down. That little peg there. So as soon as it breaks the shot, it stops movement to the rear. Okay? And so this is a fully adjustable. Now, I was thinking this was steel, but this is actually aluminum. And in order to fit it to the frame, you can sand down the top and the bottom to get it square in the frame and correct. And yeah, this baby was made in Kennesaw, freaking Georgia. I did not know that until I got it. Where did I put the packaging? This is a Harrison Design and Consulting LLC, 4313 White Hickory Lane, Kennesaw, Georgia, 30152. Phone number 770 419-3476, and they had a really good selection of triggers for the 1911. And now that I know that Harrison Design is right here in the great state of Georgia, yeah, baby, we'll be looking into more of their products. But yeah, that baby's, it's already got the little cut on the back that it needs, like the Colt Combat unit's trigger. See how it's cut out just a little bit where my thumb is? I don't know how well the camera's picking that up. This thing is such a nightmare some days. But anywho, enough of that. Thank you very much for watching. This is Mac Daddy 1911A1 with the Shade Tree Survival. It's going to get all these tools put up, and so I don't lose anything. Already got the very first part installed. This is going to be freaking awesome. There, 10-4 Roger. Thank you very much for watching.